So I was worrying too much about what other people thought, what people might say about me, or I just thought too much about other people. And in all fairness, people are living their own life, and most people don't care. To be honest, most people don't care. They're busy living their life, thinking, "I've got to pay my bills. I've got to study for this exam." Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Caesar T. I hope you're having a great day or evening, wherever you are. Currently morning where I am, but I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to another video from me. So if you like to join the community, join the family, please like, comment and subscribe below. I bring you inspirational advice and support videos that can help you in some way to improve, level up and develop your life. So if you like that, please like, comment and subscribe. So today's video is about things I would say to the 20-year-old self. So I don't know how many things there are, I think that's 5, but things I would say to like my early teens, late teens to my early 20s, I'd say to myself. I was thinking, reminiscing and just thinking about my old self, and I say old self, but my younger self, and thinking I am 28 now, so not too old, but you know, life brings experiences. And I was just thinking, I wonder what I would say to myself if I could go back. And I think the first thing I'd say is don't take life too seriously, because I took life way too seriously. I was on that ball game of like, go to uni, go to college, go to uni, get a job, get a house, get, you know, the usual typical things that everyone tells you to do. So I kind of did that. I was like on the roll, so I just kind of did what was meant to, what I was meant to do. You know, I did all those things, you know, have a husband, get married, and I wanted all those things. And I feel like sometimes when you're kind of rushing to get to that stage, when you actually get to that stage, you're like, I never enjoyed the journey because I was too busy focused on the actual goal. So I just focused too much on my education and just achieving all these things that I never actually allowed myself to enjoy life and to just kind of allow myself to breathe and travel. I really wanted to travel for a long time, but I wasn't able to because I was too busy thinking, oh, I need to get my job, I need to finish education first, then I can do it. And it was almost like, once you do get the job and get the house, it is actually sometimes a lot more difficult because you now have responsibility. You can't just up, skip and go and be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to travel for the next 3 months because I want to. It's like, no, you have a mortgage to pay, you've got a job to attend. So I think in life, sometimes taking life too seriously, I'm not saying you can't go to college, go to uni, have those ambitions, but in that, enjoy the life's day to day in a way, like meeting your friends, going out, having new experiences. I definitely feel like I should have allowed myself to get new experiences, to be fair. Sorry about the lighting, it's so bright. It's so bright right now because the sun is in my face. But we move, we're going to continue. But yeah, so I'd allow myself to just do the things I wanted to do, travel, have new experiences, whether that's going to different restaurants, having different activities. I kind of closed myself off a lot as a child just because I kind of was just, like I said, focused on things I needed to do, that I thought I needed to do. So advice to anyone who's a teen: experience life, obviously not dangerously. Experience life is in having new experiences, make friends, but don't be too strict on yourself as well. Like, enjoy the process. The next thing I'd say is, look, I think I've just said this anyway, allow yourself to enjoy the moments. I don't think I allowed myself to enjoy each moment that I was going through. I was kind of like, oh, I just need to quickly get through this stage and then I can go to that stage. And it was never like, oh, enjoy this moment that you're in, that you can, you know, be content in this moment. Allow yourself to just be yourself and allow yourself to grow. I don't think I allowed myself to do that. I think I was just too busy in a rush to grow up because I was like, oh, once I'm 16, we're growing, once I'm 18. And I can't really say anything because when you're young like that, you have that mindset. You just want to be a grown up. You think being a grown up is a lot better. But it's not necessarily the better thing, actually, because growing up means more responsibility. It means a lot more things that you don't think of when you're a teen. When you're a teen, you just see it as, oh, I can just do what I want. It's actually the opposite. You can't do what you want. If you wanted to do what we want, a lot of people wouldn't be in jobs. Because you can't say what you want always anyway. You can't always say what you want. But another thing as well to say, don't worry about what others say about you, what others think about you. I think too much, I was always thinking, oh God, if I do this, people will say this, or if I say that, people will say this. I think I was too much in a bubble of just restricting myself, and that limited me a lot because I wasn't able to be myself and be free because I was too busy thinking, oh God, if I go to this place, then this might happen. And I think I was just overly an overthinker. As being a perfectionist, I think it can be a bit of a hindrance because I was too much of a perfectionist. I wanted everything done right. I didn't want anything to go wrong. And in life, unfortunately, that is not the case. Something is bound to go wrong one time or another, and it's fine. We learn from it, we move on, and we continue, which is life. But I think I was just too much in that restrictiveness of myself. I'd be like, I can't get it wrong. I have to be perfect, so I can't do this, or I can't experience this, or I can't do that. So I was worrying too much about what other people thought, what people might say about me, or I just thought too much about other people. And in all fairness, people are living their own life, and to be honest, most people don't care. They're busy living their life thinking, I've got to pay my bills, I've got to study for this exam. It's actually sometimes we are the ones that delay ourselves or place ourselves back because we're too busy thinking that other people are thinking about us when people are not actually thinking about us. So once I changed my mind and thought to myself, people have their own lives. No one is thinking about me. If they are thinking something about me, that's them. That's fine. Let me think that it's positive. Even if it's not, I'm going to believe that it's a positive thing, and it's okay because everyone's got their own opinions. No one's going to like you in this world. So you just have to kind of go with life and be like, yeah, it's okay. Well, yeah, that's what the one thing I said to myself. I said, now I try not to worry what people think of me because people have their own opinions and people are always going to have something to say. You can't change people. So, and the next thing is plan the future but allow for change. So you plan your future. Like, I'm not saying you can't plan your future, but leave room for it to alter a little bit, to weave in and out, to have ebbs and flows. Like, allow yourself to have that room and be like, most women, you know how we are, will be like, I want to get married before I'm 35, or I don't know, some people, just a random number. I'm not saying anyone who's 35 and not married is a bad thing. I'm just saying that some women will have that ideal, like, I want to get married before I'm this age, and then when it doesn't happen, it's almost like it shatters the whole world. And I'm like, it shouldn't shatter your world because it's still a possibility, it's still going to happen, but it might have not happened now, but the person is there for you. And sometimes we just have to sit with the fact that not everything that we wanted will happen at the appointed time. And sometimes it's God's like, no, you're not ready yet. I've got something better for you because I'm not allowing you to settle. The man that you're waiting for might be in the process of his character being built. Like, you don't know yet, but at the time in the waiting process, it's difficult, but you don't know what's happening behind the scenes, if that makes sense. So don't allow yourself to be disheartened when there's change that comes that doesn't always benefit you or doesn't go to the way you wanted it to go. Just trust in God if you are a faith-believing person, and be like, you know what, I know that God's got a plan for me and it's for good, so I'm going to believe in him and see what he wants for my life to happen. So I definitely say that with your future, allow room for the ebbs and flows. And I'd say to my 20-year-old self that it's okay to go through the hard times, because in the hard times that you will have the character building section. I think I've said this so many times, but I am so it is so true that in the hardships you will learn more about yourself. One, in the hardships, I lean into God a lot more, which I think a lot of people do, but I lean into God more than ever in the hardships, because I was like, I can't do this. My strength is only up to a certain point. Now I need someone else that's got it all in his hands to help me. And I think trusting God should have been the first and foremost thing, because I think too many times I was basically like, oh God, this is gonna happen. And God came through every time. Yeah, I was the one that was still like, oh God, is it gonna happen for this thing? And now I look back, I'm like, He's always been faithful. Like, God is good all the time. So I definitely say that should be my number one thing, that I should have trusted God and allowed Him to kind of lead me in the direction that He wanted me to go, rather than me trying to control everything with my controlling self. But now I'm growing, I'm learning. But those are the few tips that I've got for you guys. The things I would say to my 20-year-old self is, I guess, first, trust God, lean on God, and make Him your first and foremost priority, because you'll try everything else and everything else will leave you empty and unfulfilled. After that, I'd say don't take life too seriously. Allow yourself to enjoy the moment and don't rush to grow up. Don't worry about what others think about you, and plan for your future, but allow room for changes of life when things don't always go the way we plan or would like. Well, that was the few tips from you guys. If anyone is in their teens and a bit younger, still in the early 20s, enjoy life. Life goes so quickly, especially after, I think, you reach 25. After that, it just goes you start going quick. Everything's like, I'll now look back and be like, last year, and I just am like, oh God, like what, already at this year. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know anything that you say to your 20-year-old self if you're a bit older, and anything that was helpful to you, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.